Never thought I'd see the day in 12.1 where we return to On getting first rotation.
Honestly, and it kind of speaks to the early agency to a degree, but I feel like there's picks that can't answer it, right? You can go for things like the Lulu. We saw Hung play Lulu into Rakan and absolutely dominate it. It looks though they are going to go for a bit more of a heavy engage option, but I think Nautilus is fine into the Rakan. I think you could even pick Leona up and be comfortable, and they are going to opt for that Nautilus, but more than happy to go into that matchup. Now we'll see if they want to prioritize the jungle or an AD carry. They are going to go for that Aphelios. A lot of players talked about how Aphelios into Jinx. Aphelios has the bit stronger early game, so we'll see that one coming out. And Weibo, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
That's right. And you haven't been denied by V5 of the Xayah. So when we talked about the day of breakups coming through, at least we get some love. The marriage stays strong on the side of Weibo Gaming, and they get a Corki too. So right now, I'm looking at Weibo Gaming just getting some real comfort mixed with control of the meta.
And interesting to see the Gragas come out, but this means V5 can now ban away top laners from TheShy if they want. They can ban away junglers, right? Because one of the things, if Weibo starts banning away junglers, V5 get first choice on that fourth pick. They get to decide what they want. They know they're not contesting mid laners, so, you know, it's very limiting for Weibo. Do you ban away things like the Victor? Do you ban away the junglers that you don't want to deal with, like the Xin Zhao, like the Viego? You know, there's a lot of options here for what to ban for Weibo, but I feel like V5 are probably handling things pretty well in this situation. I think Victor would make a lot of sense, in my opinion, but we'll see what they opt to go for here.
Maybe even the Vex again. There it goes, banned away.
Yeah.
That was targeted in game number 1, so we are seeing the similarities. I like that Nah has been banned by V5 when TheShy pulled that out in game number 2. It is a comfort of his. And maybe gives him options in that top lane. While SofM still doesn't have a jungler. Makes sense that the S tier Xin Zhao is taken off by V5.
Yeah, at least Garvin's still available, Viego's still available. Those are the two that kind of the standouts and the sort of the big four right now. Yeah, Weibo did ban that Tryndamere that they're potentially concerned about being a counter to the Corki. I feel like the Victor's a better ban in this situation. I feel like, you know, the Tryndamere takes a lot more to make it work, but we'll see what they end up going for in the end. They are going to take the Victor, so I think that's a good call. Here, I think V5, you can take your choice of jungler. But actually, they're not going to go in that direction. Picking up the Lucian, so looking to answer Angel in the mid lane with a fair bit of power. Assuming that, you know...
Rookie.
Yeah, that's the expectation, right? They could still technically flex. They could still put the Lucian top. They could put the Gragas jungle. I don't expect that. We haven't really seen much Lucian top or Gragas jungle, but it is still theoretically possible. We'll see what Weibo opt to do in this situation. It looks like...
No. Oh my god. TheShy on Sion. Hey, Aux, this was before your time. Honestly, I don't know how old you are, but I know back in 2019, when I was here, when I was with Raz, we experienced TheShy versus SMLZ. TheShy was on Sion, SMLZ on Ezreal, and in a 1v1 that shouldn't have happened, as Zed jungle gets locked in by SofM for the third time this split, TheShy 1v1'd an AD carry with a minimal health bar. So, you know, I'm ready to experience it all again. I'm ready to experience Weibo Gaming's comp. Aux, hold your thoughts on that one, because I'm more curious about how they rounded out on the side of V5, because Karsa has been a Gragas jungler in many different metas. And even though it's not played at the moment, we are going to see it this time with the Aatrox getting locked in the top side, Gragas jungle, and the Lucian mid. So run me through how this comp operates.
Honestly, I feel like with V5, they have these two sort of shorter range but stronger carries. I think a big thing is having, you know, Karsa and Rich getting up in the faces of the likes of Angel, the likes of Huanfeng, but I feel like there's a lot of front to back elements, right? Both teams kind of come from the back line. I think it's less going to be about how the team fights play out and more about that early agency. Rookie should be able to find favor in the mid lane, right? Rich should be comfortable in this matchup top. Photic and ppgod.
One took it to a nice breeze. Game 2, Weibo Gaming got out the paddle like pizza oven size and went smack across the face of V5. Game 3 could deliver anything with the picks you talked about. Where do you want to start? What lane, what role do you want to start with here, Aux?
Well, I think mid jungle is like the important thing, right? Because typically the Zed is more for farming jungler, right? Really fast clear was one of the things that like brought him into the meta, was the fact he could full clear without a leash ridiculously fast. So that element of it is like important for SofM, and this feels like Weibo having more, you know, we're happy to lean back, right? They have this poke Corki who's really strong. They have great frontline, decent dive threat. So I think they are comfortable playing this one slow, but we've seen the series so far. Oh, rookie.
Be careful. Flashes away. Flash in the lane that we wanted to see dominate. That's a big start here for Weibo Gaming.
Absolutely. And anything that can just mitigate the pressure from V5 is really important. Because again, Karsa on this Gragas, you don't play Gragas to farm, you play Gragas to gank. And with Predator as well, he will be looking to move around the map and make an impact. So I am watching V5. What will Karsa be able to do? Will we get a repeat of game 1 where he was impacting every single lane?
Yeah.
I think it's important that he's able to do so. And already you can see Rookie applying pressure on Angel in the mid lane. Photic and ppgod finding favor in the early levels in the bot lane. V5 feeling comfortable, but they need to make things happen.
I like the Gatling gun start here from Angel. At least gets Rookie down to half HP, but Rookie with the piercing light secondary, and he's going to be sending it right back. So we'll keep an eye on mid on the flashless Lucian. I think importantly though, in this game, you already started talking about jungle. A bit of a flashback for our audience that are old school that remember Karsa on Top Esports pulling out the Gragas. I think as well, when Karsa came to the league, you know, forget Top Esports, RNG days, where Karsa was such a big tool to find wins with this individual pick. Like, this is a massive one for him. And I expect big things of him returning to the Rift with one of his pockets.
Oh, beautiful.
Really nice stuff. Came through there, was eating my banana. I have to apologize. Didn't know Karsa was going to go for that one. Angel without any summoners. Karsa burns his flash for it as well, and I feel like that's worth.
Honestly, I mean, it's still a trade up in terms of summoners for V5, right? 2 for 1, but think about the critical difference maker there. Rookie had no flash. You could see him fishing for that final auto to finish things off. Didn't have the ability to gap close any further. I do have to say, though, Karsa finding a beautiful angle. Like you saw without the vision, they had no idea who's there, but also Angel thought he was safe. His jungle is on the top side of the map. He's got a ward there as well. You don't expect to be ganked. So beautiful gank by Karsa, but just not able quite to find it onto Angel. But he is low. No teleport. SofM looks to punish Rookie here, though.
Wait for that relentless pursuit to come out. Remember, that's how he gets away from SofM at this point, is the wave getting help to be pushed out. And Angel now getting a bit of assistance so he can back safely. Mid will be farmed up, and Rookie will be in a bit of a lead with CS2, though, because that's a huge wave. So I expect about 10 CS here in the early game. Aux and, you know, Karsa doing his job, already heading towards the bottom side. V5 finding themselves in a decent position. I'm excited to see how we capitalize on mid once again.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. No summoners now available for Angel. Rookie can continue to trade. The big thing is that Angel opted for the exhaust, the extra combat summoner to keep himself safe. It's now being burned, but on top of that, you don't have TP to get back. So as you said, pretty big advantage being built up, and SofM doing the right thing to help him push in the wave. But this is kind of like the game plan for Weibo. Just mitigate pressure, look to scale up, look to ramp, and we'll have to see if they're able to do so. But now that we see SofM heading bot, so if V5's bot lane go in, they could get caught out. And remember, Huanfeng and On, they like to fight in the early game. So could potentially bait something here, could set something up and find an advantage.
Xayah doesn't have too much mana. Huanfeng low, and for Photic as well. Be a little bit low now, moving towards half. SofM, thumbs in the air. Thank you, SofM. And as Style of Me moves away, it'll be V5 absorbing the wave. We haven't talked about top here in this game, Aux, but at 5 minutes in, it's happening how we expected. TheShy's on Sion, Rich is on his comfort in Aatrox. Like, you know, we will talk about them when they join a fight.
Yep, they're just kind of picking each other up at the moment. TheShy getting his recall stopped. And actually, the wave's in a bit of a bad spot here for him. Does have the TP to get back in, so it's not too much of a concern. But something to credit SofM for is he went mid to help shove the wave in. The reason he was bot, you know, potentially for a counter gank or to defend from a 2v2 all in, but mainly because the wave was pushing away. So he's basically, whenever his lanes need assistance, he shows up and defends them. As I'm saying that, he needs to defend mid right now because Angel getting chunked out.
I just love how Karsa's back in the same old spot. Rookie with the culling already used. 20 CS in the lead. Angel will get about 5 more here after crushing the wave, but Rookie close to getting that first plate as well. A double shot was needed. He tries to walk up. Next wave will do it, though, as Karsa walks on through himself. So continues to be the focus here in game number 3, folks. Rookie dip is something we've talked about before, as TheShy ulties into Rich. He doesn't walk away from the Infernal Chains. He walks through it.
Yeah, obviously blocks that CC, that gank, forces the ult away from Rich. Rich probably just going to have to TP back in, but TheShy doing a lot of work to ensure that his TP is matched by Rich in the situation. Now, Photic, you might be in trouble. I think On not going to risk this one. Knows, yeah, there's teammates on side. Photic should be safe.
What you want to see, Photic just holds his ground, knows that the rest of E5 are moving down. And Aux, it's been an interesting early game where a couple of ganks through this mid lane, pressure put on top of Angel to make sure that Rookie starts elevating the game further. But we haven't seen focus around the objectives, and I want you to walk me through neutrals at this point. What it looks like for both these teams, because Herald and Dragon will be up at the same time with no one focusing Dragon and Herald in about a minute till spawn.
I think there's a lot of back and forth in terms of the waves bot lane, so there hasn't really been a window for Karsa to necessarily find route in a Dragon. But it's so important, right? Because we saw last game, SofM picked up the really early Dragons, was picking up the early Herald. The Heralds are great for snowballing, but also in this game, 3rd and 4th Dragon, like if you pick them up early, 3rd and 4th Dragon, Angel will have package. Yeah. But at least for the early 2, he doesn't. So if you pick them up quickly, you get a goal lead, you force Soul before Angel's a massive problem. That's kind of like the win con, right? So V5 need to hit the pace. And as much as the early game's been going good, right? Rookie's ahead. They haven't really accomplished much, right? They haven't set the timer with that Dragon Soul. They haven't got in position necessarily to get the early Herald. They can look for it now, but if they pick the Herald up, then the Dragon will be delayed more. I feel like I need a bit of a faster pace from V5 because as the game goes on, I do feel a little bit concerned about the scaling elements of Weibo's composition.
Yeah, look, you know, as it goes on, you've already said that Weibo Gaming looks scarier and scarier. 500 gold in the lead for V5 here, and you want to see what they can do in this early game. Well, Herald's now up. I can see Karsa moving towards it. SofM doing the same. And as I scan across the rift, I can see that no first items being picked up, but we do have level 6s well and truly there. Supports is a big one for me, Aux, because both On and ppgod level 5 here. And it is actually Weibo Gaming who are moving their bottom lane up first.
And they got the package as well on Angel, so V5 going to be difficult to contest this one. Karsa seems to be fishing for a potential pick, and SofM's already started the Herald.
Here's Richie Rich, but he's going to be turned on. Looks at the dunk in the ulti. First blood's already cheap by V5, but Rich sacrifices his own life as Karsa flashes away. That was a peculiar little fight.
I think V5 might be able to continue it, right? SofM low and no ult. Angel killed. They're going for it.
On saw a Gragas and a Nautilus and thought, you know what? I'll hit the ward one more time.
We've all been there. Every support main has known you want to clear out the ward, but definitely not the play now. V5 kind of handed that one, and I have to criticize On obviously there, but also Angel shouldn't really be dying without using the package. We're going to see a replay of how that quite transpired. So, you know, this is the disconnect, right? You see SofM there. You don't expect there to be danger, but this was autopilot from Angel, not even looking at his character. Gets caught out, bursted before he can even use the package. And honestly, if he just used the package, got to safety, burnt the enemies down a bit, this probably would have been Herald for Weibo. But yeah, I mean, come on. Make it a little bit harder for them.
Oh, how do you... There's a nickname for him in the community, and I feel bad every time I see it. I feel bad every time I know that people are looking at him like a light switch. Is he on or is he off? And when this light switch is off, you wonder, man, I can't see anything.
He was definitely off there, I'll say that much.
Oh, he was indeed. What are we looking at in the mid lane? Is this how Rookie flashed? Rookie ignited up, flashes away, Relentless pursuits out, and yeah, that's what we missed in the replay, guys. So Rookie once again without his flash and hasn't had it much this game to play around with.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job to punish it consistently, and obviously sort of limits the amount of pressure you can have. But ultimately, at this point, right, we're looking at what V5 can do with this Herald. Dragon's still not taking it 10 minutes, so realistically, the earliest we can see a Soul is 30 minutes, and every second that goes by is just adding more and more to that timer. The V5 are trying to focus on getting some gold. Are gonna chunk out On here. We'll see if they find more. On again. It's just a war, dude. Is it worth it?
Well, this time he gets it. This time he gets it, and I feel like he definitely looked at his landscape a bit more as our camera pans to the top side. TheShy is low. Rich has flash available and ulti. A big world ender here could be quite large as the Shy's going in, but we're going to ignore the wet noodle fight. Angel pathing back towards mid lane, explosive cast. Rookie by his side, the depth charge as well. On tries to save the day, but the culling is absorbed by this Rakan. ppgod now in the middle of it as well as SofM brings in the death mark, and ppgod burning himself as SofM gets out with a clean escape. Huanfeng now with the blades flying out, the feathers at the ready to be reeled on in, and Rookie the target. He gets hit hard, and Weibo thinking about going back in, but that's an ulti beautifully timed by Photic. Sends Weibo Gaming for the hills with 4 blinking health bars, and our noodles are even adding to the chaos up in this top side.
Honestly though, Weibo, they don't manage to lose anyone. They come out of that one okay. SofM still feels healthy enough to try and defend this tower, but I don't think you will be. Should just be first tower and a lot of gold going over to Rookie here.
Now TheShy, should he be here? Does he care? Does he care? Sion, he's going to trade this one, and TheShy in his zombie form. In the original, he is. He's actually an execute, so Rich absolutely wins out.
Absolutely. In that case, another solo kill from Rich in this situation. And again, it's an execute, so it doesn't matter that he went down. Able to just avoid any damage coming out from TheShy in this situation. And it has not been the Shy series. I can absolutely say that. Pretty underwhelming so far.
So he flashes away. He's been hit. Rich has been hit, and that must have been a very long replay. So I don't understand how it's an execute unless that play lasts an extra 20 seconds on what we saw. But ignore that. Look towards bottom line as Dredge lane. Lane and line. We almost got there. ppgod's Q is a bit short on this one, folks. And I think TP was even burnt from TheShy to get down just in case. And Aux. God damn it. Why you
were going to do it once. You were going to do it once.
Your name is Aux, not Lyric. TheShy's down here for Dragon.
Right?
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
Absolutely. And you know, yeah, they're finally setting up for Dragon. And all I can think about is how at this point last game, SofM was looking at his second Dragon. Still not got that first. And that is worrying for V5 in my opinion. Yes, they have that early lead, but they haven't started the timer yet now. Look at that replay coming in. And it's just TheShy, right? Barely any mana. Trapped under tower. Doesn't manage to pop the shield. Doesn't get the auto off at the end.
So surprising.
Yeah.
So surprising.
Credit to Rich.
Yeah. Rich had a really good... Okay. as you say that, the blast cone...
Man. Blast cone's hard, okay? Right?
That's true, dude.
It's a difficult one.
That's true. I'm sorry. Hey, this is a very late first Dragon. You know, we always talk about Dragons being prioritized and timed well. I think my purpose casting this early game has been to talk about our setup. And the setup for objectives hasn't been important. It's only been the Herald. It's through these lanes. And people like V5's Karsa have been looking towards as a priority. SofM off the back foot as well. Both junglers have 2 kills under their name. And V5 may have a 2k gold lead, but they're the team that you talk about scaling, so they haven't lost any Dragons early on. And V5 need to keep the show moving faster than it's been going.
Absolutely. Like I think about the power Angels Corki had in game 1. You know, even with the sort of sustain that came out to mitigate it, the poke was obscene. And it's the fact that V5 definitely have tools, you know, to get on the back line later on. But it's going to be difficult, especially if you're fighting around those packages. So I'd have liked to see earlier Dragons. They do finally pick it up, but at this point, we're looking at the next Dragon coming in at about 19 minutes. Dragon after that, 24. Dragon after that, you know, pretty late in the game at that point, getting really substantially far. So it's, you know, it's not the best win con for V5, but at least they have picked it up now. We'll see if they can chain them together. Herald spawning up in a few seconds. Looks like SofM might be looking for Rich here.
Yeah, I don't think he'll pushing against TheShy, and SofM still not spotted out. ppgod on the back line, and you can see this ward from Weibo Gaming that spots out the rotation from the support. Weibo not going to get Dredge line in here. SofM was on the precipice of it as TheShy has met Rich once again. What an exciting fight. Rich still feels pretty confident here, and no one's really hurting that much. I guess the observer's just going to wait until the rest of V5 come up here and see if TheShy wants to meet with more.
I think he's a bit tanky at this point, though. Kind of hard to sort of pick out and kill. To the other side, Weibo picking up a free tower. They'll absolutely take that one, right? And this is kind of the thing. This second Herald, you're not getting plates. Towers are easier to take out at this point. So as much as V5 are going to be able to pick this one up, the fact that Weibo just get a tower for free is absolutely fine for them. They're not too concerned.
If V5 can make this dive work, you're right. TheShy is a lot tankier than meets the eye. And as Herald goes down here for V5, that might help them break it out, but Rich at half HP. TheShy wave clearing pretty easily, and he hits Rich once again. The world at a pop. V5 making the dive happen, but On's here to mitigate. ppgod gets knocked up with the Herald getting dropped down, and this will get the charge in, but Weibo even bringing the Z up to the top lane.
Yeah, they were there to sort of defend, stall as much as possible. They'll still lose the tower, right? But they keep TheShy safe. He was trying to look for the knock up onto Rich on the tower, try and turn around the kill. But even so, right, you got the Herald, but it's a 1-for-1 in terms of towers. And this whole time, Huanfeng was kind of just clearing waves solo. Gonna find the rookie.
Carling, all right. I like how you said the rookie with being on the team with TheShy so much. Just makes you feel it.
It becomes automatic at this point. But yeah,
right.
Again, 1,000 gold lead for V5. It's fine. Still feels a bit slower than you definitely like. And it starts to make you think about how these team fights are going to play out when it comes to it, right? Huanfeng very safe in the backline. Angel very safe, very long ranged. But you have the Gragas, you have the Aatrox, you have the Nautilus. Have to kind of see how they sort of shape the dynamic of these team fights. Because if you just run straight at them, if you try and run through a Sion or the CC from the Rakan, could have a rough time looking for a play.
Photic, who flashes away. The death mark popped as well, and SofM gets him. That was On who carried that to the end as Rich has now teleported in. On's going to be tagged up in a second. The dunk avoided with the grand entrance and escape. And for Weibo Gaming, they're the ones finding picks. Gold almost even again. And V5 are struggling moving into this mid game to get a chance to balloon the gold lead further.
And this timing is flawed. I'm going to hold that thought because it looks like we might get a bit more action.
We'll see, though.
ppgod maybe overstepping.
Okay, well, Weibo Gaming have them in a choke. Sion ulti comes through on top of him. TheShy sending him outward. ppgod a target at this point as the body slam away from Karsa. Rookie sees his old teammate running into them and backs away too. So for V5, almost getting choked out once again.
The critical thing here, right, is that Weibo play happened about a minute and a half before the dragon. So all the ultimates are going to be back available. You can see Deathmark coming up, Quickness coming up. But Photic burnt both summoners there. No flash, no heal. Oh, no. Not going to be available for that dragon fight. So very scary, especially as we see Angel has just picked up the package. So package for Angel. Gold lead is about even. No summoners on your Aphelios. I think Weibo can take this dragon fight.
That's huge, man. The fact is, Weibo are 19 minutes into the game. And they're now even in gold. Dead even at this point. We already talked about V5 need to accelerate here. Lucian mid with the Aatrox as well. Strong mid game, but against the Corki with package, it's going to be a different question. Now for Angel, I don't think he has it available. I see his movement speed on the minimap. Doesn't look too fast. No, he does. He actually does have it still available. So Weibo Gaming in the river first with the Corki with a big one.
Yep, looking for poke here to sort of start it off, but if they find an engage, they'll definitely take it. And you can see V5 are so respectful. They have to back away. Weibo clear the wave. They can move through. Package going to zone them off, putting down an essential equalizer there, but they are going to find...
and they got ppgod burnt down. That's the support getting to a low HP bar, and V5 with their second dragon maybe looking like a distant memory as Rich is going to get zoned out as well. Knocked up. TheShy with Chem Tank having a great time. V5 can't even get into the river, and it's a 1-for-1 dragon with the scaling team now getting zoned out, but rather On dies immediately, tries to go in, and he pays for it with his life.
Sort of pick you need. They are looking. Look at Karsa.
And his angle's beautiful onto TheShy, but he's going first. Health bar still low, though, with Huanfeng burning his own ulti. TheShy at half HP, and V5, their health bars are even more precarious as Photic has to Gale Force away. Rocket after rocket. Angels doing work on the Corki. And they came for the dragon. They may have lost their support, but it's still a win in my eyes.
Yeah, they got what they wanted, right? And I was talking about before, not picking up the early dragon for V5. It's now 1 apiece at 20 minutes. So Soul is so far in the future. It's really out of the cards. And the thing you got to think about is it's a Chemtech Soul. That is game winning if you could have secured it. If we saw early dragon stacking, V5 maybe could have had a sort of win con to lean on with regards to that. But it's just too far gone. And yeah, they get the pick. It's nice. but it is still Weibo taking the win on that one by securing that dragon. And they are really comfortable. They're going to have package available for every dragon going forwards. They know they can just keep playing for that. Angel is already starting to do a ton of damage and will only get stronger and stronger. Do you see if Rookie can find him here, though? Looks like he'll just clear the wave and back away.
A nice respect from Angel, not overstepping his bounds while the bottom lane is Rich pushing in. So naturally here for V5, trying to find something on the opposite end. TheShy holds the turret strong. We're going to do a bit of a countdown here. Baron's up, but Dragon in 3 minutes 30. And with one apiece, there's still a big issue. So I don't know. This game.
The gold is as well.
Oh, it's so close. And again, comes back to how we saw V5 play out game number 1. They were slow and steady, but when they're the ones that need to pull the trigger early, when they're the ones that need to get this game rolling off to a start, Aux, it feels like they've really struggled.
Yeah, it feels like they haven't hit the ground running. It feels like the pace hasn't been there. And we were saying the team or the agency, it felt like they were pulling ahead. But, you know, game 1, I'm just going to say it felt like Weibo made a lot of mistakes. And by all means, V5 punished them. Gotta credit them for that. But you compare that to game 2, where Weibo just, you know, were absolutely unrelenting. Now, V5 gonna toy with that, gonna get poked out a bit, and that's why it's so scary. If you're not engaging, you're probably getting poked. And if you're getting poked, you're having a bad time. Now they are looking.
They're deep as well. For SofM, he flashes over the wall, rather shadows out. Karsa's one who goes golden as TheShy over the wall. He's decided to make an appearance into 4 people. He ults, but TheShy's going to go down here into the real Chemtech Soul as he chases after V5. The trade right now looking like a 1-for-1 as everybody in the kitchen sink thrown into that Chemtech fog.
Scary place to fight. I like the pick attempt from V5, but at the end of the day, it's a 1-for-1. TheShy maybe overestimating his tankiness a little bit there. But remember, he's a Sion. He will scale to be so strong now. Rookie playing with fire there to get that control wall, but they are actually flanking on an Angel. He needs to get over the wall.
Yeah, Rich is going to
he's not. He's gone round. He's going to be caught here for sure.
He is, but can he take someone with him? That's a question on top of Rookie. The exhaust there to flash away from the drag line, and he gets Rookie! Angel with the big swing, and no miss.
Manages to get the 1-for-1 in that situation. Yes, he burns his sums, but it's a trade of flashes with Rookie, and he gets a stopwatch from ppgod. Oh no, I call that worth. Definitely making the best of a bad situation. And he's able to turn it around. Already, this Corki feeling strong, and it is only gonna get worse as the game goes on. We'll see how this one kicked off. So they see them there. They decide to go for the flash engage, but so hard to pin down a Zed. And yeah, the stopwatch buys a lot of time from Karsa, the Xayah, sorry, but TheShy, a little bit overzealous, right? Red, white on the Aphelios. It's a Lucian hitting you as well. You have to respect the damage potential there. I think he sort of felt, you know, a little bit overconfident, but either way, it was a 1-for-1. Both teams not really getting an advantage, but it's now 1 minute until that dragon. Angel's respawning, probably just going to grab the package pretty much off the spawn. He's waiting for a little bit of time. Doesn't want to grab it immediately, but they will be ready to fight. And V5, they missed their opportunity to sack them early. You know, they'll still want to fight this now, but it's just going to become harder and harder as the game goes on.
So what do you want to say? What is the saving grace here? Because, again, audience, if you haven't been listening, for V5, despite gold being even, it feels like for Weibo Gaming, it's like a 2-3k gold lead even. With how this game is shaping out with the 3rd dragon up and available. Look at the control they got with the package. Aux, I feel like as Dredgeline misses, Karsa with his nuking items is going to have to set up with one of these amazing explosive casts again.
Yeah, you need snap engages. You need to burst someone out, and Rookie might be in trouble here.
But he goes up against the wall. Angel on the wing as well. Remember, there's a package on the Corki. V5 paid that respect after trying to get Huanfeng. It was Rookie with the culling comes out, and also a Gale Force that burns him down a little bit. But Weibo Gaming still had the mid laner with a package. Has to use it as it times out. Watch out, don't be iron. As Karsa gets poked down a bit as well. Rich on a flank. They know he's there, though. But the longer this goes on, the longer Angel just does that. ppgod and Karsa getting low. Dragon already gone. Rich now just has to get to his team.
It's so hard, right? They're trying to buy time, right, until they can find and engage, but they're just getting poked out and poked out. And this is what the package does. Oh, hold that thought. Rich is going.
They're still going in. Rich is flashed in. SofM with the ulti, though, on top of the top laner, who does a bit of damage himself, but now Karsa threatened too. SofM on the escape path, and Weibo with another. Who cares waiting for 35 minutes into the game? When you're Weibo, you've already been scaling for the past 10.
V5 feel like they have to force them. They feel a bit desperate. And honestly, Weibo, you could go for the Baron here, right? SofM's going to reset. Your Baron is really fast. Yes, it's not a full DPS Corki or Xayah, but the Zed does tons of damage to that neutral objective. And you have a Sion to tank it. So a little bit scary. V5 trying to go for a desperation play, and it might have just cost them the game.
Rookie on the wing wants to try for a steal here, but SofM's a 5-0 Z with Black Cleaver. And actually on top of that as well as On is zoning them out, but a grand entrance out of there will do the job. Photic now moving into River as 5 members stand strong. Caliber multi 2. Smite just needs to come through and SofM doesn't even get it in the end. It's Huanfeng as V5 won't be able to escape empty-handed. Rich gets a present. The present is his life. Actually, it's probably a death. TheShy dies again, but what's new, guys? We know what he is as the top laner. He's going to run at them.
He flies in the passive.
Yeah, dude, he's going to have Chemtech Dragon at this point as well, so we're going to see that 2 times.
Yeah, it just feels like the beauty of the Corki in this composition is it buys you time, allows you to lay down that poke, and here, the Dragon's already gone, but V5, they keep trying to punish on this rotation, this angle as they move towards mid. The engage is a bit scrappy, but if you look at the backline, right, On, Angel, Huanfeng, all safe there. SofM manages this beautiful turnaround, showing his proficiency on the Zed. And really, V5 win in a good position to fight there. The backline couldn't get in. And that's where you really see the range disparity. Rookie and Photic not able to hit much there. Whereas Angel, even if he's 2 screens away, he's still connecting. And now, if you take a look, right, Death Dance for Angel. Rookie is AD, Photic is AD, Rich is AD. It's only Karsa offering a bit of AP burst. So that Corki's now just got even harder to take down. And with the Baron, Weibo looking to take some structures.
And this is going to be moving to a 2K Baron power play to kick it off with a minute 45 left remaining. Top right-hand corner, guys. You can track it out because bottom lane's about to get shoved in. Top side here from Angel is going to be doing quite a bit of dirty work. And Aux, you talk about items at this point. I see a 3-item Corki, I laugh. You know, he got there so easily this game. And as V5 try to make another play, this time onto TheShy, I wonder if 2 of them can kill him. Rookie going against his old brother. And Karsa as well. I mean, Rookie's in a bit of trouble here. TheShy ulties the wrong way. He was trying to get Rookie, but maybe he misses him that much. The flash away from the culling. ppgod come to join in. But look, the game on the other side of the map could just be ending. You got to get back to your base.
They need 3 members. It takes so long, right? Randuin's picked up TheShy. It means Rookie takes an age to cut through him. And, you know, they try and find a play on the other side. They'll get 1 tower out of it, which Rookie's going to push now. But the return is so painful. Baron power play is just inflating like a balloon. And it really feels like V5 are getting a bit desperate at this point, and they are not getting a return on their investment with 3 members bot.
Look at that. Inhibitor turret goes down mid. I didn't see Inhibitor, but I believe that went down too. And another one just drops down with Angel damage. He was doing this in game number 1. I feel like we're coming in, we're talking about TheShy versus Rookie, you know, 80 carry versus 80 carry. We've had a pretty big performance out of both mid laners here today as well. But most importantly, jungle v jungle has been where it stood. And in game number 3, SofM are waiting for this ulti to return on top of someone's head. Level 14 Z Orcs, and the Inhibitor is being threatened off simply by him walking forward.
Yeah, he's so scary. He can just burst someone out. You know, V5 trying to find these snap engages, but it's so difficult, right? You have the safety tools with the Corki and the Xayah. You move forward, you get hit by a big one. The feathers are down on the ground. There's so much threat, and that's ignoring the fact that you have to run through Rakan CC, through the Sion. V5 need flanks. They need snap engages. They need someone from Weibo to overstep, but it's just asking so much for them to find it. And now, finally, 30 minutes on the clock, we'll see the potential 4th dragon, and it just begs the question, you know, V5 had the early agency. They didn't stack the dragons. They didn't set up for a massive advantage. It just felt like they played this one too slow, and now they are left with a really difficult problem on their hands. They do have vision control in the area, but the package on Angel will force them away. Oh,
he's a big dude. The Angel is riding high on this package, let me tell you. As the Chemtech that would lead to Soul Point, SofM in the pit. Going to be threatened away immediately. V5, their options so limited. Rich just zoned off. TheShy might be 0-4, but he's a very Chad style of 0-4 at this point, where Aux talked about the comps. This front line doing work. Karsa can't get the steal. It's Huanfeng again. TheShy drives past here. I guess he's still on his learner's permit as Weibo Gaming don't care anyway. The burst returns. Angel and Huanfeng, a very deadly duo that'll net Weibo Gaming another big series win.
Huge from Huanfeng then at the end to dive in. Angel goes in with the package and a stopwatch, and then Huanfeng flies forward and just decimates Rookie and Photic. V5 took things too slow, and Weibo come out with the 2-1 win. The breakup may have been amicable, but TheShy is going to be the one who gets the house.
He is. He's going to get it all, because for Weibo Gaming, they moved into that top 4 position. Such a big series from them. Game 2 and 3, very memorable.
Absolutely. And, you know, credit to V5. Obviously, that game 2, putting up a decent performance. Sorry, was it game 1? Honestly, one of the games. Put up a good performance. I think Rookie has still looked strong. What's that game 1? Yeah. And Rich looking positive, but it just wasn't enough. And I feel like when they pick a composition like this that has to, like, hit certain timers, they found problems. Game 1 as well, it really felt like it was Angel who made the mistakes, and this time they kind of refined it. And you notice